The woman who shot and killed her husband on his deathbed is going to spend some time in prison.
Ellen Gilland received her sentence a couple hours ago for the 2023 shooting. Fox 35's Chris Lindsay is live in Volusia County tonight. So, Chris, we learned she'll also have to do some community service, too.
Yes, today the judge made it clear she believes that Ellen Gilland's husband wanted to die. So her ruling was more so focused on what happened after she fired the fatal shot. That's exactly why she'll serve 1 year in prison and 12 years of probation.
Off the gun!
Man, hold on. You gotta build dialogue. Man, tell me what's going on. Tell me I don't want to hurt you. We don't want to hurt you.
78-year-old Ellen Gilland was the cause of this tense standoff at a Daytona Beach hospital in 2023.
For 2 years, I've been preparing myself mentally and emotionally to spend the rest of my life in prison.
Today, a judge let her know she'll spend the next year behind bars, followed by 12 years of probation.
Some of these letters describe you as smart and patient and kind and generous and thoughtful. But your actions on that day were none of those things.
In January 2023, Gilland says she and her husband, who was seriously ill at the time, made a pact.
And I went to the house and typed a suicide note. I purchased a box of bullets and returned to the hospital.
There, she fired a shot, killing him.
At first, I thought somebody fell, because it was a huge bang.
And when a nearby nurse came to check on the sound,
she was pointing the gun at me, and the patient had a pillow on his head.
When the nurse got away, the hospital went on lockdown.
It was just very chaotic that day. I'm sorry. It was very traumatic that day to see people crying and balled up on the floor, hiding in rooms with patients because they're afraid.
Why can't you drop the gun? Why can't you drop the gun?
She fired another shot, this time at the officers who responded. The judge says that's mainly what she was sentenced for.
Accept your testimony today that you've given with respect to the fact that Jerry was suicidal.
The prosecution argued she had other reasonable options that day. The defense argued she didn't have a choice.
Miss Gilland was under an enormous amount of stress, anxiety, depression. Why? Because the love of her life for 53 years, and it's his last days.
Gilland's family was shaken up.
I just kept telling her, you're gonna go home with me today. So the fact that she's not coming home is just really, it's heartbreaking.
And after she serves that 1 year in prison, she will also have to serve 8 hours of community service per month for as long as she's physically able to. Reporting live in Daytona Beach, Chris Lindsay, Fox 35 News.